everyone, my name is Xiuhe and I'm completing my Bachelor of Commerce at Kitin, Singapore, majoring in Logistics and Supply Chain Management. Okay, the purpose of this video is to reflect on my development throughout university, discuss what I learned from the employability tools and EYBM 3029 course, reflect on my university experience, share my future career plans, and leave a message for my future self. Okay, one of the most useful activities throughout this unit was completing the employability tools. When I first completed the assessment, it helps me understand the strengths and weaknesses more clearly. As you can see, my strongest area were communications, adaptability, and emotional literacy. As an international student studying a multicultural environment, I believe this strengths development natural through interacting with people from different cultural background and consistence adapting to a new situation. However, the tool also highlighting the areas that require improvement. Particularly, I noticed that my professional development and learn-related capacities were not as strong as I expect. When I completed the tool again later in the semester, I noticed that my understanding of career planning had improved significantly. At the beginning of the semester, I focused mainly on completing assessment and achieving good grades. However, after reflecting on my future career direction throughout this unit, I became more aware that employability is much more than academic performance. Okay, the employability tools showed me that building a successful career requires continuous self-development, industry engagement, communication skills, and long-term planning. It encouraged me to think more seriously about the future and the skills I still need to develop before entering the workforce and the social. Okay, the EYBM 3029 unit taught me much more than expected. One of the most valuable lessons for me was learning the importance of communication and self-presentation through tough activities such as elevator pitches. Before university, I often lack of confidence was speaking English in front of the others. Throughout respected presentations and comfortable communicating ideas and expressing myself in professional situations. Other activities that had a strong impact on me was the negotiation exercise. Before participating in the negotiation simulation, I viewed negotiations as a process of winning or losing. I believe successful negotiations meant achieve the best outcome for myself. However, after completing the activities and reflecting on the experience, I realized that effective negotiation is often about understanding interests rather than defending. The goal is not to win at someone else's expense, but to find solutions that avoid the lose outcomes area, creating value for both sides. The lesson changed the way I think about teamwork, communication, and professional relationships. It also made me more aware of the emotion and motivation that influence people's decisions. The unit also reinforced the importance of self-awareness through various classroom discussions and reflection activities. I gained a better understanding of my own strengths, weaknesses, and professional identity. Most importantly, the force encouraged me to think serious about my future career rather than simply focusing on graduations. Looking back on my university journey, I can confidently say that choice logistics and supply chain management was a good decision. When I first selected this major, my decision was quite practical. I believe it offered strong career opportunities and good job prospects. However, as I processed through the degree, I developed a genuine interest in how supply chain connect business, people, and the global market. As an international student, arriving in Singapore was both exciting and unfamiliar. From the culture and the environment to the different style of communication, although I often felt uncertain in the beginning, and this experience forced me to become more independent, adaptable, and open-minded. One thing I regret is not participating in more campus activities and network opportunities. Looking back, I realized that university is not only about academic achievement, it's also about building a relationship from people with different perspectives.
One of the most memorable experiences during my degree occurred in MGMT 2000. As a group leader, I was responsible for organization and facilitating the classroom activities that lasted nearly 30 minutes. At the time, I lacked confidence in my English speaking ability and felt overwhelmed by the responsibility. Okay. However, during the activities, my teammate actively support me when I became nervous. Their encouragement helped me regain confidence and complete the task successful. The experience taught me that leadership is not about control people. It is about building trust, support others, and creating an environment where people are willing to help each other success. Okay, after my graduated, I hope my immediate goals is to gain practical work experience in China before my pursuing postgraduate study. At a stage of my life, I believe I'm still exploring my career direction. I want to understand what type of work suits me best will continue to develop professionally. My long-term goal is to build a career related to logistics and supply chain management. To support these goals, I plan to gain industry experience, strengthen my professional knowledge, and continue following development within the global supply chain industry. I also intend to build strong professional network and learn from experienced professionals working in the field. Outside of my professional career, photography remains an important passion of mine. I hope continue development this interest because it's allowed me to experience creatively and explore different culture and perspectively. Ultimately, I hope to build a career that provides both professional growth and personal fulfillment. Okay, if I could leave a message for myself 5 years from now, it could be this. I hope you still remember how uncertain you felt during your final semester at Kitin University, Singapore. At the moment, you do not have all the answers. You are still exploring your future, your career, and the type of person you want to become. However, I hope you never lose your curiosity about the world, like just you come to Singapore. I hope you continue learning, continue challenge yourself, and continue pursuing the goals that are important to you. Most importantly, I hope you become someone others can rely on, not simply because you are performance success and because of your responsibility and ability of support around you. Do not forget the lesson you learned during university. Do not forget your dreams, your responsibilities of the experience that shape who you are today. Okay, in conclusion, the video has reflected on my result from the employee tools, my learning experience in EYBM 3029, my university journey, my future career plans, and the message I would like to leave for my future self. Looking back, university has given me much more than academic knowledge. It has helped me develop gather self-awareness, adaptability, communication skills, and the direction of the future. Although graduated marks is the end of the chapter, I believe it also has the beginning of the new journey, the field opportunities and learning. Thank you for your watching my career passport reflection video, and thank you for your attention. See you next time. Bye bye.
I just wanted to let you know